Welcome to my 12 Days of Christmas playlist. Simple woodwork projects made out of scrap wood and offcuts, aimed at beginners with my usual standard of that'll do. Okay, day 4, doing the Blockheads to meet up with Ian Jury because he's getting the band back together. And this just shows to the beginner woodworkers what you can do with blocks from the pallets. Day 4 and day 5 will feature the pallet slats themselves. So, nice and simple, we sand all the blocks. You don't need to go through the grits here, you're just literally getting off any rough edges. Apply some white paint. As before, this is some leftover Leyland wood and metal paint from my son's house move. Apply liberally, let it dry. Some people use a heat dryer to dry it quickly. This is me doing some EPAL blocks. So I'm going to show you a variety of different choices. The EPAL blocks are a lot thicker, a lot heavier. And they have the corners cut off as well, so you'll see at the end whether I tidy up or not. Offcuts, this is a bit of tongue and groove and a bit of construction timber, so I'm going to cut the tongue and groove edges off, clean up that plank and use that as part of the top hat. Basically, this is a project for me to try and get rid of all the offcuts. I've got boxes of the stuff at the bottom of the garden and I just want to get rid of it. So I'm making these projects so that I can have a little display for the kiddies at Christmas. Add the two offcuts together, use some Leyland black, multi-surface paint. Again, this is leftover from my son's house move. Apply liberally, let it dry. As you've seen, I've just used some CA glue to join the two together. More top hats. Sanding some noses. These are the offcuts, and I've just turned the belt sander upside down and using 80 grit just to rip off the edges. Colouring in the noses, I put a base level of red and then infill with this ochre coloured acrylic paint, which I've mixed with a bit more red just to make it slightly darker, and that will do. Jaunty angle here on one of the snow blocks. When you get to see the beauty shot at the end, you'll see I've done a variety of different blocks, and this is me cutting from one corner at a 15-degree angle on the miter saw, and it just means the top hat's at a slightly jaunty angle, giving you a different set of pallet blocks. Lovely. Dowels. So behind there you see I've just done 3 pallet blocks with no top hat and no carrot. The second one has got a top hat and it's got a Sharpie coloured carrot on. This one's going to have a glue-on carrot, and as you'll see, I'm putting dowels and glue in between just so that they stand upright. These are going to go outside and the wind will blow them over if they're not glued together. Wood glue in the middle will make it sturdy. A bit of CA glue around the outside will give it the immediate grip. A bit of CA glue on the back of the nose, a bit of spray on the face, and we'll have this one pointing down and we'll have the next one pointing up. This final one is the big heavy EPAL blocks. You'll see they've got the corners missing. You could trim those up if you want to do a better job. Here I'm just hand painting on a smiley face. And then, not sure about this, but I put on some of these googly eyes just to see what it would look like. Let me know what you think. I think they look rubbish, but there we go. So here are the Blockheads. Mr. Googly Eyes, Jaunty Jim, and they'll join Ian Jury and the Blockheads. Why don't you join me for my 12 Days of Christmas playlist? Tomorrow we will move on to pallet slats, making Mount Slushmore, and then old Big Ed himself, Pallet Pete. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click on like. If you didn't, or you think you can tell me how to improve, please comment below. Now I've lined up another video that I think you might like, but if you want to see more of my videos, why not subscribe? And if you change the bell notification, you'll be amongst the first to see my new stuff as it comes along. If not, hope you enjoyed. See you again. Lovely. Bye.